Hi, this is Tommy Toothpaste Toys. I decided to try something a bit different this week, and I'm going to do my top 10 toys of 2018. Now, 2018 was quite a crazy year in terms of my collecting. It really sort of ramped up a bit. I probably collected the majority of the stuff I do have in 2018. That was partly because I managed to sell a lot of the toys that I'd been buying, so to fund my addiction, as you can call it, of turtle figures and horror figures and Back to the Future and anything else that really takes my fancy. So here goes, starting with number 10. So I don't have too much to say on this first one. It is a weird little Pez figure, Leonardo. It doesn't really make much sense. It's a Pez dispenser, but it's got human feet, it's got human arms, and then the head does look quite like the way the Turtles was at the time, but there's no markings properly. There is the Pez you can see here, but I don't know if this is completely a bootleg or what. I can't seem to find it anywhere, but it's intrigued me since I bought it. It's just such a weird looking thing that it just goes in my collection. If anyone has any information on this, please let me know, but I assume it's a bootleg with all the weird markings it has. The weird armour, it's almost like it's from part 3 with the samurais, but I'm not sure. So that's my number 10. My number 9 I got right at the end of the year. This is probably, I think, the last thing I bought in 2018, but it was great. It was an absolute deal. It was 25 pence I bought him for. He's a mutating shredder. Absolutely awesome. He comes completely apart, closes all back up. These all go in. That pops into his back and everything. Absolutely quality looking figure. Love the way he mutates. Love how simple he is. And it's just nice to have another shredder figure anyway, especially the fact that his helmet's still there, because I know occasionally these can disappear. So that is my number 9. Number 8 is this Mikey. Now, Mikey isn't my favourite turtle, but he's part of the 2007 movie line, which before I got this figure, I'll be honest, I didn't even know they made a toy line out of it, even though they make a toy line out of everything, so why wouldn't they? I got him in a bundle from my mother-in-law as a birthday present, and he was just sitting in there. I was so chuffed to see this figure. One, because I didn't even know these figures existed, and then straight away, as you can imagine, I was just looking because the 2007 movie I really like. I am part of the older generation who remember the original movies and the original series, but I loved the whole Raphael Leonardo dynamic in this movie, and just the way they handled the Turtle storyline and the way they alluded to Shredder. And they never made a part 2, so I was pretty gutted about that, but I loved it. And I also loved the enemies and the unique story in it. So he is my number 8. Number 7 is something a bit different. This weird looking thing. I don't know anything about this. And normally, after a while of me researching or asking around in all the different forums I'm part of, or the groups on Facebook and Instagram, I can normally end up identifying something, but this has eluded me for nearly 12 months now, trying to work out what this is. It's been 11 months. I got this right at the beginning of the year, and I don't have a clue what it is. If anyone can tell me what this is, I would love to know, but it goes into my number 7. It has to make the top 10 just because of how much time I've wasted on this figure, and it's now basically sits on my mantelpiece as a little reminder of I need to still find out what it is. I'll give a bit of a better... Hopefully you can see that okay. Hopefully it focuses, but it's such a weird looking thing, almost Doctor Who style, Final Fantasy. It's got a harp and tentacles and angel wings and the weirdest looking thing. No markings on it whatsoever. That is my number 7. Another random entry is my number 6. I never would have normally got this stuff, but again, I got this in a random bundle of stuff, and this character is excellent. Reminds me so much of me, so
Don't touch him.
I had to keep him.
Oh, come on. No. Oh, I'll show you attitude, old man. Stand back.
I mean, he's absolutely awesome. The way he lights up, the way he looks, and the condition of him, and I just love him. I have him sitting on my desk here, and I play with him all the time because he's absolutely awesome. The articulation is even pretty smooth, and you know, you can make him like that.
You want a piece of this, Pops? Come and...
Absolutely awesome. It sounds like the batteries are going a bit there. That just shows how much I've been using it. So here's my number 6. My number 5 is back to Turtles. I got this and another item. I would like to show you the lampshade, but I might just have to put a photo up or something like that. This is the lampshade that I got. A bit beaten up, but I also got a light shade, which is what I use in this room. So I should have taken it off to show you in the video, but it's absolutely awesome. They're the Hero as well, so they're the UK version, which is what I remember. And the look on their faces and everything, this is all I can remember from when I was a child. I got these both for a tenner, so that works out a £5 each, or £6 for the big one and £4 for the smaller. Got this at the Norwich Toy Fair, so it's absolutely awesome find, and something perfect, something a bit different to go in my room. I just need to find a lamp now to put this one on. Number 4, I again got at the Toy Fair. It's Raphael as the Night Watcher from the 2007 movie line, which is quickly becoming one of my favourite lines of Turtles now, apart from the vintage. He's complete with on his bike. The only issue is he's missing his helmet and the back of his bandana, which I'm a bit gutted about, but I'll be honest, I got this for a £5, so I thought it was an absolute steal. The bike is in beautiful condition. Still stands, wheels still go perfect. He looks great, and it's Raphael, who is my favourite turtle, if no one knows, so he's just quality, absolute quality. I love the way this guy looks. Now, number 3. This was an amazing find. I actually didn't pick this up in the wild, but it was found in the wild by one of my friends, and he, luckily for me, sold it to me. And he still glows in the dark. He's the original series Universal Monsters Mummy Raph. He's absolutely quality. Love the look of him. He's relatively clean, because I know these can get a bit grubby because of the material of the glow-in-the-dark nature. They're a bit sort of, he does have a bit of grub there, but apart from that, he looks pretty good, and he does really glow well still. Absolutely awesome looking figure, and because I'm a horror fan, this is, you know, just such a quality thing for me. It's my two favourite things mixed together. Not going to stand. You'll have to stand and get in. Number 2. Found these at a boot sale in the wild. Absolutely awesome. I don't actually remember these the first time round, but these are absolutely quality. I got 2 of them for, I think, £4 for the 2, so £2 each, which is an absolute bargain. They're a bit warped and dog-eared, but the first one is the poster book from the film. Quality artwork. There's a bit of mould going on here and stuff like that, so I don't mind that. They're so brilliant. Shredder. Donatello. April. Pages coming out of it there. Awesome shot of Leonardo there. Splinter. Mikey. Casey Jones. Absolutely quality. There's a bit of creasing going on there, which is a bit of a shame. Quality looking poster book, but the second one is the best one. Hero again, so from the UK version. This artwork is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, if I could get hold of another copy of this, I'd love to make framed photos of these. Leonardo. Splinter. Raphael. This is not how, it is how I remember Raphael, but it's not how I like to envisage him. I definitely prefer the way the 2007 and the actual live action movies portrayed him. A bit more of a rough and ready type of guy as opposed to this sort of character. Shredder, holding a little blaster. Donatello. Awesome April O'Neil. Love that shot. Michelangelo, of course, eating pizza. And then, what can we say? Bebop and Rocksteady. Quality looking box. That is my number 2. Right. Now for my number 1. I got this at the Toy Fair again in December. Absolute steal as well. I got this guy on card, the Classics Collection. The Rocksteady. Absolutely awesome, pristine card. Looks gorgeous. I love this line. I mean, I have the turtles not on card, but all the turtles with all their complete weapons posed up on the top of my shelf. So I got Bebop. I mean Rocksteady, sorry. I didn't just get him though. I also got, which is absolutely amazing, the Classics Bebop. Absolutely beautiful figure. I'm hoping to get 2 off their card, like loose, so that I can display them and have a little play with this guy because he is absolutely gorgeous. The card is in great condition again, apart from this slight little curvature there on that one, which is a bit of a shame, but apart from that, the colours are popping, and even better was the price. Now, I've seen this guy recently go for, I think, about 40 quid, 38, 40 quid, maybe a little bit more, carded alone, and he is, I think, is about £19, maybe a bit less. I got them both for 18 quid. That is £9 each. I was so chuffed. You can imagine how chuffed I was when I got that. And that was right towards the end of the year. That was, I think, the 3rd week in December that Toy Fair was on. So it's right on top of Christmas, and I managed to get those 2 carded figures. I was so chuffed. So there you have it. That is my top 10 toys from 2018. I'm sure 2019 will bring on a lot more figures. Hoping to find some great rare bits for the Turtles collection, for the horror collection, for my little bit of Back to the Future collection, and anything else I care to add. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Hope you liked the video. If you do, give it a like. If you don't, tell me why. Give it a thumbs down. Let me know. Follow